Joining us now is recovery expert. It's Marcy Hopkins. She wrote the book Chaos to Clarity, and we're so excited to have her here. Good morning to you, Marcy.
Good morning. It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you.
You know, I think dry January has totally taken off. I don't know a friend that doesn't talk about it, whether they're doing sort of an abbreviated version where they don't drink at home and they only drink when they go out to social situations, or they completely cut out alcohol. I feel like it's just sort of the topic of the month. So what do you think of dry January?
Listen, I think it's a great thing because after the holidays, maybe you're thinking, I just need to give this up for a little while. You're wondering if you can stop. What's my relationship with alcohol? Looking for a new challenge. And also, it really helps us physically and with our mental health and our focus. And you save money and you also can be more productive because you have a lot more time on your hands.
Amen to all those things, right? That probably sounds good to everybody, but I
Yeah.
think it can be hard. So let's talk about some of the pros before we get into some of those things. Some of the other pros, especially when it comes to your health, on giving up alcohol for a month.
Yeah, first of all, you eat better, right? Because when you're drinking, you're not making the greatest decisions. It helps with sleep because believe it or not, you may be able to fall asleep easily, but it affects your REM cycle. So you're waking up through the night. You don't have that hangover, so you don't feel bad the next day, which you're not able to work out, you're not eating well again. It helps with weight loss because believe it or not, a glass of wine is about 125 calories. So think about that as like a slice of pizza. You have a clear mind, you have better focus, your immunity's better, and let's not forget about all of that money that you will save when you're not spending it on alcohol.
It's so true. I actually wear a tracker. The ring that I wear is a sleep tracker and such. And I've seen when I drink just like the difference in how you sleep. So when you say that, you're not just saying that. It is a real tangible thing that people can track and see for themselves if they haven't
Yeah.
done it before. So talking about dry January and people's schedules, why do you say it's important to have a schedule or know your schedule as we look at dry January?
Well, first off, you think about it, a lot of times we'll have stuff scheduled through the month, and maybe that is around drinking. So we want to think about what are we doing? What is our schedule? Say no to those things because you don't want to tempt yourself. So create a schedule with new activities. Maybe go to the museum, the zoo, an escape room. Do something that you haven't done before or something you've been looking forward to doing, but you just haven't had time. Get it on the schedule, look forward to it, and also remember this is a time of self-care. So schedule that spa, do something that's great for yourself.
See, all of those things are great. And I think you giving people permission not to go to events is a big thing because I've often thought this month I'm not drinking. It's actually more part of my diet. So I'm sort of doing dry January on accident in a way, which is great, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Being at those social events is hard. And I think sometimes having permission not to go because we think, okay, well, I don't want to miss out, but how am I going to hold true to this? And sometimes we don't have enough of that strength the first round. So what are some other tips to help us stay strong through the month as we look at dry January?
Yeah, so just to say, if there's an event that you have to go to, just stay away from the bar, maybe stay around people that aren't drinking so much. Have a sober buddy, maybe somebody that's participating. You can go together and get somebody to go get your drink. And if somebody starts giving you a hard time, just say you are doing this for health reasons, right? And also keep the alcohol out of your home. It's important if you're used to getting that glass of wine with dinner, don't have it in the house because you won't be tempting yourself. And just remember, it's okay to say no. Make that calendar so you have things to look forward to and fill your time also with the gym. Do what it is that we usually say we want to do in the new year, and that's to take care of ourselves, go to the gym. If you're not drinking, this really gives you an opportunity to move forward with that and make that happen.
Sometimes I think it's hard to have fun when you're so used to using
It
alcohol
is.
as your, springboard to having fun. So what do you say to somebody who emotionally is just like, I'm having a hard time connecting or having a good time when I'm out without alcohol?
It is hard because you do get used to it and maybe it makes you a little more comfortable. But these are things like I talk about in my book, Chaos to Clarity, about helping you to move through bad habits, and also action items. So that narrative you tell yourself, getting in connection with yourself, working on self esteem. These are all things that can help you to be more comfortable in your own skin and connect to your inner self. And when you have a really strong sense of self love, purpose, and self esteem, it's so much easier for you to be in those situations without alcohol.
And you can do anything for 1 month. So I think it's great. I love this conversation. Thanks for joining us, Marcy.
Absolutely. Stay in the day.
Stay in the day. There you go. Be present. Again, Marcy Hopkins' book is called Chaos to Clarity. You can learn more on her website, which is Wake Up with Marcy. That's an I.com.